Yeah. Hello everyone, and once again, welcome back to the session. So today we are here once again back with a new set of questions. So we are starting with Python modules. So there are certain things, people always think about. Now we have dealt with functions, inbuilt functions, and now we are into modules. So basically, what are these Python modules? You will write your own well-defined functions. You write your statements in Python and you call that as a Python module. So what we do here is we are defining a module, okay, in three ways. First thing is that Python allows you to create your own modules. I'm not talking about something which are readily available. I'm talking about something what you want to create. So similar to something like, readily available module, I can say very famous and, with text mining, we do regular expression. So in this module, it is already there available in C programming language, but it is inserted here at runtime. So built-in modules, such as you have different modules here, they are also included here in the interpreter. So modules, they are nothing but they're a program logic. It's a Python script for wide variety of functions here. So we can declare functions, we can declare a class, anything in a module. So you are dividing, or you're breaking, I can say, the code into different modules so that one would not have any dependency with the other. So using modules in a code, definitely, directly that entire stuff can be saved and you just call it into your main program and you use it. So what is going to happen? What will happen? Your lines of code, your main code would become very, very crisp, short, and clear enough. So the main advantage is that the programs can be designed easily, right? So what will happen here is you have many built-in modules also. Right? You have many built-in modules. So Ashutosh, can you explain me about the built-in modules in Python? Ashutosh?
Yeah, Deepthi, just a moment. There's some problem with my mic. Give me a moment. Let me figure it out.
The built-in modules in Python.
Yeah, Deepthi. Okay. I hope my voice is clear, everyone. Okay.
Yeah.
So when we are talking about, built-in modules in Python, so as we know that Python interactive shell is having a number of built-in functions. As a shell start, these functions are loaded automatically and are always available, such as when we talk about print, when we talk about input, like we are using this for our input and output purposes. Number conversions, if I talk about, then we have your int, float, complex. If I talk about data conversion, you have list, you have tuple, you have, set, so on and so forth. So in addition to these many built-in functions, there are also large number of predefined functions available for us as a part of libraries bundled with Python distribution. These functions are defined in modules, which are known as your built-in modules. These built-in modules are written in C language and integrated with the Python shell. Now, to display a list of all the available modules in Python programming language, we can use certain set of commands like, we can say help, and in parentheses, we can give the module name, and, we can get a list of all the available modules in the Python programming language. DP.
Yeah. Okay. So when, okay, something to elaborate here, right? Bharat, can you explain me what is this actually? What is this module all about?
Okay,
Bharat,
so
yeah.
when you say about a module, especially a Python programming module, what happens is these modules are collection of .py files. It could also be, what do you mean by .py files? It is nothing but a code. Okay, you build a code and you put in a specific position, and then the collection of these files will be converted into these modules where you can import inside a Python program. Okay, so if I were to put in simple terms, I would say that we can consider a module to be a code or a library. Okay, so that means a set of functions. If you want to include that in your Python application. So what happens is, with the help of a module, a package, you will be able to access, you will be able to use the functionality of those packages. All right.
Okay.
So it makes our job more easy as a programmer or as a AI expert or as a ML expert. Okay. So, in addition to that, we need to understand that there are close to about, you know, 20,000 or odd packages that are available. All right. So, let's say, why do you think these packages come in handy, or when do you think these packages come in handy is, let's say you are writing a code, you're building a model, and you're coming up with a logic which typically has for about 500 to 600 lines of code. So you do not have to write each and every part of it again and again. You look at it, you generate a module, import it, and you can use the functionalities of that particular module. All right.
Okay. Yeah. Bharat, to continue, right?
Mm-hmm.
There is a built-in module, or you can say the package, right? Can you
Yes.
explain me something with respect to calendar?
Yes. Calendar is an interesting package. What it does is, let me show you. So we have a bunch of calculation. In fact, there are a bunch of operations that we can do with calendar module. All right, let me share my screen. Here is my Google Colab. See, I'm using Google Colab because it is more convenient. It does not have that kind of a dependency where I can quickly, open my browser and I can use it. I do not need any versions, any Python application to be downloaded. It is very handy. I find it very handy. So for us to start working on calendar, we first have to import calendar. All right. Let me import calendar, and now it will get initiated. Once it is initiated, you can either, write it, you can say calendar dot, and then you want to see the month. Okay, this is the okay. So since November is almost over, let us look at December. Okay. Or let me put this one. So this is what our December month in the year 2022 looks like. Okay. So this is kind of a interesting thing to look at. Even Python does that. You have these things and you also have few other operations. Let me okay. IsLeap is a function that will let you know if that particular year is a leap year or not. So let me take 2000. So the value or the result will be always Boolean. So it says that I am just asking Python if this particular year is a leap year or not. So it will be a Boolean, the value. Okay. Similarly, you also have other operations. You can basically you can experiment with the functions that you can see. Now, if I say dir dot see, these are the list of functions that I can operate on. Okay, I can also check the weekday, week, okay, system, repeat, per month, per week. All of these I can experiment with.
Yes.
Yes. So I have to simply do directory of my particular package, whichever it works with all the packages, whichever package you want to know the functions, then you put that particular object here and then it will give you the list of functions that will work with that particular object or a package. Correct. I want our viewers to experiment with these functions and put the comments. In fact, whatever output that you get, post it on our comment section.
You can use month calendar.
Yes.
Okay. You can give month calendar 2022 and this month, right? 11.
Yes. Okay. You want me to do that operation, Deepti?
Yeah, just write month calendar because that is already an inbuilt function, right?
Correct.
Before that, yeah, write month calendar. No. Directly, can't we use that? That is an inbuilt function, no?
Correct. So you have to
From calendar, you have to import
calendar.
star.
You have to look at month calendar.
Import star, I think, right?
That is right.
From calendar, you have to import everything.
Okay. So what I will do is, yes, good point. So what happens is, if you say import calendar, there are functions that get imported. However, if you do import asterisk calendar. That means all the functions, whatever the functions are, it will be in your
Bharat, from calendar import star. You got confused.
Hold on. I got carried away with the calendar because it is so interesting that all the calculation, in fact, you can, check out the calendar of each year and month from calendar. Yes, from calendar.
Import star.
That is right.
So it will import all that packages, whatever you have just now showed, they are into your collab environment now. So at certain times, what will happen is that we don't want all the functions available in the directory to load into your environment, because it's unnecessarily waste of load on your collab. So what will you do? Whatever is required, only that can be taken into consideration.
Okay, let me check that. So I'm saying calendar dot month calendar, and I will pass the year. Comma. So here I am passing the values, in fact, integers. It should not be a string data. Okay.
Whereas remove that calendar, only write month calendar. Remove
Okay.
that calendar.
We already imported calendar. All right. Yes, got it.
So the point Bharat is trying to explain here is, when you are importing star, right, total, you need not use your module name again. It directly is in the environment, and it is just giving you, it's only that whatever function you have, the inbuilt functions which are available in the directory of the calendar, they can be used without any the tag, tag of calendar package name. Because you people should understand that every module might have so many inbuilt functions available, friends. So all those inbuilt functions you want to use, so it gets confused, and Python wants every time, like we have our surnames, right? There will be 4 or 5 Deeptis, right? So if someone is calling Deepti, means all the Deeptis will say hi. Which Deepti we don't know. So what we have to do, we always, people call with surnames. Right? So these surnames are going to work even for the Python modules also. Why? Because every Python module, whatever we are having, that module dot function name is what we have to use. It's a mandatory process unless and until you import all the functions into your environment. Like earlier, Bharat imported only import calendar. He did not say all the functions to be should be involved into the environment. He just wrote import calendar. That's why he need to use every time calendar dot is dot leap year, calendar dot month calendar, like that. But later point of time, he has written the code like from calendar import star. It means that he need not use the tag. That surname is not required. It's by default understood that yes, I'm using the functions available in the import. In the calendar package. Okay. So Ashutosh, anyway, yes, we are studying this module. So can you explain me what are the advantages here?
See, what I recall when we are talking about the advantages while working with modules in Python, few advantages that I recall are, reusability, simplicity, and scoping. So when I talk about reusability, so basically, working with modules, it makes the codes more reusable. That is the one thing. And when I said simplicity, the module focuses on a small proportion of the problem rather than, focusing on the entire problem. So again, it is quite simple. And when we talk about scoping, a separate namespace is defined by a module that is helping to avoid collisions or the ambiguity between the identifiers. So these are the three major advantages that I can recall, Deepti, while you are working with the modules.
Okay.
Yeah.
But Bharat, I would like
Yeah.
to know from you, what is this actually a module, package, and library? Every time, even people get confused.
Yeah.
Like there are some buzzwords, we say
We
module, we say package, we say library, right?
So we keep using these words like modules, package, and library. However, we need to understand there is a slight difference with this. So a module is a Python file, okay, that is intended to be imported into the scripts, okay. The scripts are the other modules. So what happens in modules? There are functions, there are classes, and there are also global variables. In our previous discussions, we did talk about global variables, correct? And now let me take you through a package. A package is a collection of modules, okay, that are grouped together in a particular, let's say, a space or a folder kind of a thing, okay, which has this functionality in it by default, okay. So now when you look at it, these packages can be imported just like your modules, all right, okay.
Okay.
And you have, and you, on the other hand, you also have the library. What do you mean by a library? Library is a collection of packages. At a high level, all of these three are one. However, like I said, there is a slight difference.
Okay. Yeah, Ashutosh?
Yeah, Deepti.
Yeah. So there are so many modules, right? So can you
Mhm.
explain me some important modules which are available in Python?
Yeah, definitely. What I recall is networking as one module, mathematics, cryptographic services, internet data handling, multi-threading modules are prominent modules. That what I recall. Now, apart from these, there are several other modules that are available in the Python developer community. So, but these are the major ones. That is what I'm recalling. Networking, mathematics, cryptographic services, internet data handling, and multi-threading modules. These are the prominent.
Okay. So you have multi-threading, internet data handling, cryptographic services, etc. So many other modules. Okay.
Exactly.
So yeah, Bharat.
Yes, Deepti.
Yeah. So you love to write codes, Ro. So I would like to ask you, why don't you write a code, Python
Mhm.
program, to
Okay.
generate float numbers between 0 to 1, 0 and 1. Okay. And I want you to generate a
Mhm.
random float numbers randomly within
Okay.
specific range. So how it is going to work is what my, you know, understanding here.
All right. So I will generate, in fact, can I use any packages? Can I use any libraries?
Yeah, yeah, exactly. That's
All right.
that's the
So
real
what I will
question.
do is I will first import a package called as random that will help me generate a value, whatever I specify. Okay. So these packages come in handy. So it is important for a programmer, for a developer, or for that matter, for a data scientist to understand and remember what are these packages that we use on a regular basis. So these things will really help. Okay, let me share my screen and
So when I
execute.
say, Bharat, when I say random, right? Random means anything can come as output, right?
That is correct.
So there are many things, if we am not wrong, like you can do uniform, you have
That is
shuffle,
correct. Yes.
right? So you are using such something of that sort.
Yes. I will just pass these statements and it will follow the instructions. Python is that kind of that efficient where it will follow the instruction and give you the output. It
Okay.
is more user friendly.
Okay.
Right, let me execute the program.
So yesterday, one of our viewers asked a question related to, when we have used the lambda function, we have used the indexing 1, x of 1. So they asked, why don't we do x of 0? It is like a string data. Whatever we had, it was a string data actually. So what will happen when you're applying sort on string, right? Randomly, it takes the alphabetical order and it has to work in the alphabetical order. Like, A comes first or C comes first in the alphabetical order. There's something called as lexicographical order also. So when you talk about alphabetical, it only picks up the first alphabet. Suppose now Deepti, Ashutosh, Bharat. So Bharat, Ashutosh should come first, then Bharat, then Deepti should come. Right. So number 1 is Ashutosh, second number should be Bharat, and third one should be Deepti. Suppose now, if I talk about the lexicographical ordering here, what happens is that we take not only the first letters, but it looks the entire word, the sequence of words. Okay, it will not take only just like Ashutosh means ASH, right? Asha, ASHA. So ASH is common, ASHU. So U and A, which will come first? Asha will come first, Ashutosh will come to second. So that is the difference between alphabetical and lexicographical ordering. So you can do sorting on your normal character data also.
Okay.
Yeah, Bharat, please.
Yes. Please confirm if you are able to see my screen.
Yeah, Bharat. So
I'll start with.
yes. I think you are trying to use random.
So random.
You can directly print the output,
Yes.
right?
In the same cell, I am writing the code. So like I said, I'm giving instructions. I'm printing a custom statement. Okay. I want to generate a float value. Okay. A float value. So what happens is, if I'm using random, it can give any number. Okay. It randomly generates any number, no matter what. So here I'm just passing these values. I'll say 0 and 1. Okay. And then next I will say print random dot uniform as well. Okay. These will be again 0 to 1. Now I will say print
Within a given specific range.
I'm passing a range basically.
Okay.
Saying generate a random number or a random float data within a range. Okay. Once I do that, I will also have to mention what is that I'm dealing with. I'll say float random underscore float is equal to, I'm defining what is going to be my random underscore float. I will say random dot uniform, right? In our previous line, we did specify that. So it is going to be this particular float data. What do I do now? I will print my variable.
So we need not write always print, right, Bharat? If I'm not wrong, you can just
That
write
is right.
float also would work, right?
You don't have to.
Yeah.
See, I normally do not do that if I'm using a standalone user interface.
Okay.
Since it is a web-based user interface, I'm using a print function for a specific reason. It is displaying the values in the parentheses. Okay.
Yeah.
Now let me execute. See. Are you able to see the result?
Yeah, exactly.
The logic also. Here I have mentioned that, hey, hey Python, generate a float value between 0 and 1. Okay. And then I also said that generate a random float value within a range. Okay. And I also passed the range. So if you notice, it is not exceeding that. Okay. This is how you can manipulate and you can build the logics. Okay.
Okay. Yes, Bharat. Thank you. So that's it for today, friends. And thank you all for joining in, and thank you for watching our recorded videos as well. Please like, share, and subscribe to our channel. More videos to come in, right?
Yes.
So,
How do you know about the videos? Please click on the notification icon, the bell icon, to get the notifications on a regular basis on these sessions, guys.
okay.